let us know. Oh my God, tongue tied. That's the biggest thing. And so a lot of these smaller businesses, especially, are paying a little bit more or giving out a bonus or something to then get people to be more interested
All
in
right,
it.
pause. Let's talk higher wages. This is going to be a side quest, okay? Main story, we're going to take a little detour.
That's fair. Gotta get the experience points.
So, I know you don't eat out much, but when you do, when's the last time you were able to eat out for fucking $5?
I can't ever think of that.
I remember when I was able to go to McDonald's and get McDoubles and
I
snack
remember
wraps
years ago,
for $1. And it's not even that long ago. I'm talking like, what, 2013, 2014?
Okay, I was eating like, I guess that's true.
Yeah, you were eating like shit back then.
Yeah.
I was there with you.
And we're off. We're back. We've been gone for a little bit.
We never left. We always been here.
Just working in silence. Today's topic, age regression and the labor shortage. So the reason why we're bringing this up, because there's been a lot of changes lately when it comes to the labor. Basically, with trucking, it's been one of the industries that's been impacted the most because of obviously the thing running around, as well as people are not wanting to necessarily work. They want to work, but they want to be compensated appropriately for it. On top of that, there's other economic factors, childcare, the benefits, higher pay. So a lot of people are opting not to work instead, and we're seeing that it started with nursing, and it's trickling its way down to trucking, and as well as we don't know where it is where you're from, but schooling, teachers. Now you can be a substitute teacher, be 18 years old.
Yeah.
So they're dropping the age on everything down to 18 because they're finding that the last 2 years of this thing going on, 14 to 19-year-olds have been making up a large majority of the labor.
Right. Well,
Because older folks are getting sick from the said thing, and then they're not able to return, or they're not willing to take the pay decrease like these younger people are.
okay. Yeah.
So those have been some of the contributing factors to it.
So, yeah, in addition to trucking and nursing and teaching, they dropped the age for, at least in some cities, the age for joining the academy.
Oh, wow. Academy of what?
Police.
What?
So
18?
To 18. To 18. So, I'm not going to say that's scary or not, because it's not like there's not police out there that don't know how to act already.
Yeah.
Not to say or point fingers. I mean, in any profession, there's people who don't know how to fucking act.
But police officers are held to a higher.
But add the lack of experience of an 18-year-old. But in any situation, add the lack of experience of an 18-year-old. If I check this out, if a motherfucker graduated from high school,
Yeah.
and I see him at school the next day,
You never left. He's like, yeah, I'm teaching sociology.
like, you ain't teaching
Wait,
shit.
didn't you get a D in this?
I mean, there's probably requirements and stipulations.
There is, because lately we all know with the teachers and kids lately, so we get somebody that's closer to age with them.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of industries are getting desperate, especially healthcare.
Oh, absolutely.
Because people just aren't holding up, either with the COVIDs or I call it the VidCos now.
VidCos, okay.
Well,
and the mandate has been an issue too. Now that they're trying to lift, some are trying to lift mandates. It's not. They can't recover.
And we talked about this in a previous video about the workforce and why people do not want to work and how the work ethic in America has kind of gone to shit. This kind of a part of that. A lot of like legislation and a lot of people just don't want to be exposed to people.
Precisely.
Me, I work with people. I hate working with people.
Well,
it's
that's
terrible.
why when these employers come up with the working remotely thing, some people find that interesting, but the biggest thing people want is higher wages. That's the biggest thing. And so a lot of these smaller businesses especially are paying a little bit more or giving out a bonus or something to then get people to be more interested in it.
All right, pause. Let's talk higher wages. This is going to be a side quest, okay? Main story, we're going to take a little detour.
That's fair. Gotta get the experience points.
So, I know you don't eat out much, but when you do, when's the last time you were able to eat out for fucking $5?
I can't ever think of that.
I remember when I was able to go to McDonald's and get McDoubles and
Oh, I
snack
remember
wraps
years
and things
years ago.
for $1. And it's not even that long ago. I'm talking like, what, 2013, 2014?
Okay, I was eating like, yeah, okay, I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
you were eating like shit back then.
Yeah.
I was there with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen his beginnings. Anyways, but you do realize is that with a lot of the higher pay and things that are going on, you're starting to see the increase on a lot of goods and services that are happening around.
That's true. Well, inflation too. You got to think
Oh,
inflation's
yeah.
been consistently.
Oh yeah,
climbing
I mean
up.
that adds to it. You know, it's all it's all a force in unison that's adding to that.
And it's a
And
chain in events. Starting with all this. So they keep saying they claim by the middle of this year, inflation things are supposed to get better.
Yeah,
Certain jobs are trying to claim that they'll have this many people added to the workforce.
You know what's funny? I had somebody get mad at me because I told them my prices for fucking photography, and they were like, "You charged this price back in 2017. Why is it this much?" I'm like, "Well, inflation. What you think? I'm just not gonna."
On top of that, it's been how many years since then?
Yeah,
You've gained
I mean,
experience, done other
But
things.
fuck that. Just speak on an economical fucking standpoint.
Absolutely.
It's like I gotta put food on the table for me and my own as well, just like you do.
Exactly.
So,
You ran a lemonade stand and charged 50 cents. You own a lemonade company. You still gonna charge that 50 cents? Get the hell out of here. No.
yeah.
No. You elevated yourself. You now have built a brand. You gotta pay costs. You gotta take care of employees. Come on.
Right. And the thing about it is, when you think about that though, you have people you're charging more for goods and services, and now your workers want to get paid more. And if your workers want to get paid more, then you end up having to charge more for your goods and services. So it's like a loop
It is.
of things just getting higher and higher, and it's just
Well, then you see they outsource work. They'll try to do that. I mean, come on. When's the last time you called your cell phone carrier, any customer service, and it wasn't somebody in a third world country answering the
for
phone?
as much as we complain about China, the reason why a lot of our jobs go to China is because people here don't want to work. But Malcolm, I deserve to be able to survive and live off the wages that I get. Okay, I get that. I understand that. And a lot of people need to learn money skills. I mean, all of us can work on money skills, making better decisions and things of that nature, but there are also programs in there that are able to help facilitate and help you survive out there. My biggest complaint is there are people out there who are using these programs that don't need to use these programs. And I'm not going to name any names because these people be violent sometimes.
Coming for you.
But yeah, I mean, if you need assistance, the assistance is usually an application away, 9 times out of 10.
Well, then the biggest thing people run into is the wait list.
Yeah.
There's a huge wait list on top of there not being enough people to answer the phones. There's not enough people. I mean, you can go to any restaurant or go to anywhere else. There's a sign always posted up. Hey, we apologize for the wait. If you don't like it, we're taking job apps because we need help.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, you don't like waiting in Starbucks? And apparently, did you hear this too? There's only like 2 Starbucks open here in Wichita right now currently.
Really?
That many people sick and then that people are unable to work. 2 Starbucks.
That's fucking
They're
wild.
shocking up. They're making a lot of money, but the demand is insane.
Because people can't live without their Starbucks.
Absolutely. You're willing to sit in line for an $8 cup of coffee. So,
Yeah, absolutely not.
I mean, I'm sure that's probably a low
I don't know though, but it's like when you look at jobs like these, who's applying for these jobs?
Usually,
If it's not me or you, people in our 30s, late 20s, mid 20s, what jobs are a lot of these kids and teens going for? I worked at Target when I was 17 or 18, one of the two. 17, we'll call it 17.
they raised up their rate of money, but I don't think Starbucks is really. I don't know if they're keeping up with that because a lot of retail, Walmart, and all of them have gone up to at least 15.
50, but even still, if you're making $15 an hour, and you're fucking 17, 18 years old, living at home with mom and dad, you don't need to be talking about I need more money because you're still living at home with mom and dad.
Yeah.
Now, if you're needing money to pay for school, I get that. Probably should have applied for more grants back when you were a senior in high school. But that's neither here nor there. But where are these kids working nowadays? Or is everybody on TikTok making millions of dollars?
Well, that's what it is. Well, everyone wants to be, and that goes into a completely different mindset. Everyone wants to be famous.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be famous. They want to be recognized. They think it's going to make them more valuable. They are well known. And Martin Luther King said, not everyone gets to be famous, but what everybody can do is be of service. And that's the biggest thing you need to do is be of service and significance to other people, not be focused on being TikTok or IG influencer or whatever the heck.
I'm saying that's my thing.
OF or whatever you want to do, whatever people are so caught up in this like
it's internet culture.
Exactly.
Internet
They need to be, vindicated for everything they do. If I'm not getting liked, if I'm not getting the attention I need necessary from home or people around me, then I'm gonna make it. And then you run into but that starts the issue where you start running into things like Fresh and Fit are going through when you have this image. Like I said, then you get, and then we talked about it in the previous video, you get skewed on who you actually are. So
yeah, well, I understand being able to be monetized for your skill set,
which is fine.
But hopefully you were able to pick up some skills in school, because if you didn't pick up any skills in school, like they usually say is, well, McDonald's is right around the corner. Right, McDonald's is paying way more than what they were paying back in the day, and I feel old for saying that.
Absolutely. I remember when it was $5.25 an hour.
But then again, the meals were cheaper, so I mean,
the money did get stretched a lot longer, further.
But I don't know, man. What do you guys think, man?
Yeah. Do you think it's going to get any better? What else do you think there's going to be continued decline? Let us know. Oh my God, tongue-tied.
Let us know. I mean, even if you're unemployed out there, let us know. Let us know what you're doing to subsidize, that's the word. Yeah. What are you doing to subsidize your own home expenses? You got side hustles going on. Yeah. You got, internet culture things going on. Let us know.
Because that is true. You can, through the inspiration of desperation, you can come up with some pretty unique things. So, yeah definitely let us know. Notification bell, guys. Comments. Share this. Subscribe. Always want to continue to grow the channel. We always appreciate it. Anything else?
With that said, my name is Malcolm Eugene.
Will Robertson here.
And we are outro.